Welcome back to Good Day State Line. We love a chance to get to know some women authors, and today we are chatting with Dawn Turner, author of Three Girls from Bronzeville. Hi, Dawn.
Hello, how are you?
Good, and you're pretty local to us too. You're from Chicago, so that's not that far from Rockford, just like a one road all the way.
That's correct, yeah, down the street.
Yeah, down just that one street. So the entire title of the book is Three Girls from Bronzeville, a uniquely American story of a race, fate, and sisterhood. Dawn, this is it's your autobiography kind of, isn't it?
It is.
That's awesome. So
years in the making.
Yeah, when did you know that you wanted to write this book?
I wrote a column about Deborah, my best friend, who's one of the three girls. I wrote a column about her for the Chicago Tribune in 2000, and I had written several pieces after that, but it really wasn't until 2010 when Westmore published The Other Westmore that I understood that we had a story, two girls, and who started out in virtually the same place, but took two dramatically different paths. Mm-hmm. I found an agent, started a proposal, and then realized the story really wasn't just about two girls, but the agent loved my sister, which is very characteristic of her. She just jumped off the page. So the story became a story about three girls.
So I will tell you from reading the book, first of all, I love autobiographies, but when I was reading your book, I actually kept having to remind myself that it was an autobiography, and I don't know if that speaks to the way that you're writing. It's so creative, and it was just such a well-written book, and sometimes maybe it's the other authors I'm reading, they need to work on their stuff. I had to keep reminding myself, I'm like, this is Dawn's life. This isn't just this world she created for us to enjoy.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for saying that, because I wanted to tell a story. I grew up in a house of women who were these amazing storytellers. And in the spirit of those women, my mother, my aunt, my grandmother, the men told really good stories too, mm-hmm. but I was fascinated by those stories of the women. They had perfect pitch, timing, the characters were fully formed, and I just wanted to, and they were talking about, people they knew, and they just made them come alive. And I wanted to tell the story, Deborah's story, my sister Kim's story, my story. I wanted to tell that story in that same vein.
You really did. It's a story that, you can't skip ahead, because if you do, you're going to have to read a little more. You go, wait, shoot, I missed something super important. Let me go back, forget my phone, forget the TV. I actually have to dive into this book, which is awesome, because I think we could all use that a little bit right now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was really important.
So when you decided to write this book, what did you think was the most important thing to get across to readers that you wanted them to know? Because it's your life, but you wanted to share it for some reason, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. This is a story of sisterhood as well as friendships and those ties that bind us together. And so one of the things that was really important is that, yes, Deborah, Kim, and I started out in virtually the same place and took dramatically different paths. But we all of those, it was so important for us to see each other fully, and to forgive each other and those decisions, and to also understand that we don't just make choices based solely on who we are. I mean, the environment and plays a huge role. So I wanted to talk about transformation, people's ability to change their lives before the clock runs out. The clock did run out for my sister, but Deborah made a wonderful transformation. Stories about redemption. We all make mistakes, and sometimes the degree to which we fall is based on a grace far bigger than ourselves. So we are not perfect. But the other thing that was really important is to talk about community and how you can have affordable housing, because we grew up in a place that was really, for a long time, fairly idyllic. It was not a place of enormous wealth at all. We were a working class family, and both of our families. Mm-hmm. And we were able, the place was always clean and it was taken care of, and the institutions worked for us. And right across the street was a public housing project. And they had a very different existence. And so I wanted to talk about ways that we could structure communities for people who don't have a lot of means, but they do have a lot of dignity, and that dignity can be maintained.
I love that, and I love the fact that it is coming out. It just came out, right? I know I feel so lucky. I got like an advanced copy of this book, but it's available now for people to grab.
Today is
Yay! Oh well, congratulations. So we know that people can go buy this. I think it's a perfect time. This is a great fall book or winter book to just sit down and get into and forget about the world around you as it's getting colder. Dawn, where can we go to get more information about the book or to grab it?
You could go to simonschuster.com and find out the details about the book, but you can find it at your favorite independent bookstore. You can get it online. It is widely available.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much and congratulations again.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
And we have your chance to win a copy of Dawn's book. Just head to gooddaystateline.com right now to enter. Coming up next, we are kicking off Wedding Week with a peek inside the newest wedding venue in Rockford, the Union in downtown Rockford. They're not even open yet, but we're taking you inside. And then a new Let's Try It with the Union's wedding planner and wedding cake flavored cotton candy. We'll be right back.